What happens to music theory if we have 31 notes instead of 12? Well, you can build new chords like the super major, the sub minor, and the fantastically ambiguous neutral chord. But you might be wondering, why 31? Why not 17 or 24 or even 41? And if you're thinking that, you're definitely not alone. I like 31 because of its ability to approximate familiar notes that we use in 12 while still giving us new colors and intervals to play around with. In 31, we get better tuned major and minor thirds as well as stable fifths. This means that harmony in 31, as opposed to say 17, will be way easier to approach for the musician trained in 12. 17, by contrast, is a little harder to get into because it changes our regular thirds into septimal thirds. This actually lets us use the sub minor and super major, but at the cost of our traditional minor and major chords. This can make triadic harmony difficult. '41 has its benefits, but its sheer immensity can be pretty daunting. Just imagine having a piano where it takes 41 keys just to get to the next octave. And don't get me wrong, 31 is still a lot. I certainly wouldn't want to practice all of my scales in all 31 keys. But it's certainly more manageable than 41, and still allows us to explore the beautiful color of the notes in between the notes. Now wait, why not 24? Wouldn't that be intuitively easier? A 24 system shares mathematical symmetry with 12, meaning that if you divide an octave into 24 equally spaced notes, we essentially have all the notes we normally use plus a quarter tone between each. Sounds great, and for this reason, 24 tends to be a popular entry point into microtonality, but I'd argue it's actually harder to start from here. In 24, the extra quarter tones don't help you to get more pure thirds like 31 does. We have access to neutral chords, sure, but now the sub minor and super major are lost. And while there's a whole canon of really good 24-tet music out there, you'll probably find it very difficult to integrate quarter tones in a way that doesn't just sound like it's out of tune. If that dissonance is what you're after, go for it. But if you're looking to spice things up in a way that's new, that's not all dissonance, and has a character truly unique to its own, maybe try 31.